What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing good. You know what? I actually kind of had a pretty crappy day today. I was like, I went to work this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get home. I'm going to record a gameplay. And then I'm going to put it up on the channel. And then everything kind of just went downhill from there. And now I have to make this. So, as you can see, this is a little bit of a story / rant. And it actually happened today. And usually I hold on to these stories and I make it later, but I couldn't. Like today it was just it was nuts, and I had to make a video on it. So as you all saw by the title, this is about a-holes in the drive-thru. First thing first, you gotta understand how I say all the time, because I am in the business of providing a service to people. I'm gonna do everything in my power to correct the issue that might arise, right? With that being said, if I'm working in the drive-thru and something happens, I will do my best to, accommodate you, fix the problem up to a certain point where you start being a douche back to me. So today, I was working the drive-thru, right? I was in the part where you take money and stuff. I didn't entirely know what was going on in the drive-thru, but apparently there was a car that was waiting in line and actually drove around 2 cars to get up to where I was. I didn't know this because obviously I'm paying attention to the people that I gotta take money from. So this car pulls up to my window, and with us, if a car, if there's a car that just drives past the little speaker thing where we take the order, we just take the order at the window and then we make their food as quick as possible to try and assist the drive-thru of getting through. So this car pulls up to my window and he's like, hey, I've never been here before. I completely, didn't see the speaker. I thought, and he didn't even mention anything about driving around the other cars that were out there. So he pulled up to the window and he was like, hey, I've never been here, and I didn't know about the speaker. My bad. Can I order up here? And I'm like, sure, yeah. What's your order? So he told me his order. I ran it through, got it through. So then I moved the next car, which, was fine. It was a lady. She didn't say anything of it, so I didn't think much of it. I thought it was just a car that, skipped the speaker, and not a car that, drove around other cars. So then I get this guy at my window, and he told me, he was like, so the car that's in front of the car in front of me, did you take their order? I was like, yeah, I did, because they missed the speaker, so I have to take the order up here. And he was like, why did you do that? He was like, that car drove around us and completely skipped the speaker, and almost caused an accident. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I can't really do anything about that. That's not something that I can control. And in my head, I'm thinking, I will do my best, to help you or whatever, but I can't control other people. I can only control what I do and what I can do to assist you. And again, I didn't know that the car in front had skipped these other 2 cars. So he's like, yeah, I can't believe you took their order and this and that. And he was like, well, I'm sorry, I don't really know what you would want me to do. I'm like, because in my head, I'm also going, you gotta understand, this is a business. And yes, I understand that what the person did ahead of you was a really douchey move. But at the same time, this is a business. We are in the business of making money and trying to provide the best possible customer service for any and everybody. And again, here's where the little rant part comes in, okay? I understand that that's annoying, that's irritating, and yes, it was a little bit dangerous that, you just cut off 2 cars, without thinking twice. I understand that, and I understand where it can be aggravating. But at the same time, I don't understand why you're upset with me. Because, again, even though, yes, this is, a company and we try to provide the best possible service ever, you're getting upset over food. There's people in this world who can't even afford food. They have to go searching in dumpsters to find food. Or there's some people who don't even have access to food at all. There's people who are starving of hunger every day, and you're here in my drive-thru complaining because a car skipped you and they got their food before you. Yes, I understand that that's messed up, but really, you're getting upset over food. you have not necessarily the luxury, but you have the opportunity to be able to come through a drive-thru and get food handed to you. Other people can't do that, and you're complaining and upset because somebody skipped you. And again, yes, I understand that maybe that, you know, that might be a little bit upsetting, that might suck, but in my opinion, what did that do to you? Okay, you're delayed getting your food maybe 2-3 minutes. You're still getting your food. You're still gonna have the rest of your day, and you're getting upset over a small thing that can easily, you know, be avoided, be ignored, and just move on with the rest of your day. But no, you gotta give me crap because I took the order because I didn't know what happened outside. So at this point, that's when I told him, I was like, I don't know what you wanted me to do. And this customer, what he said next, I don't know why, but it bothered me a little bit because there's certain way to go around certain things. Cussing at me to make a point is not one of them. So he said, well, you should have told them that they were, and I'm not going to say the whole word, but he should have said, or he told me to say that they're a-holes and to F off because you skipped somebody. Again, I understand that you may be upset, but there's no reason for that. There's no reason to be vulgar. There's no reason to be cussing. Again, just pay for your food. Let's move on. It's over. It's done with. There's nothing else that I can do. I can't physically go outside, pick up the car, and shove him out of line. You know what I'm saying? So this car, you know, this guy is yelling at me, and I'm trying to be polite. I really am. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to handle the situation as best I can. But again, he tells me this, and I'm like, sir, I don't know what you want me to do. He was like, well, this is ridiculous. And then in the nicest possible way I could, because again, I had a very crappy day. Even work started off pretty crappy, and I was already irritated throughout the day. This just added on top of it. So I said, you know what, sir, would you like me to go get my manager? And he said, yes, I would. And the reason that I even suggested getting my manager is because he said, and I understand that people have different ways that they vent their feelings, but I don't understand why you feel that writing a complaint or calling in a complaint is like the biggest problem ever. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna write a complaint. And I was like, would you like me to get my manager? He was like, yes, please. I would enjoy for you to go get your manager. So I'm trying not to be sarcastic. That might have come off as sarcasm or like being a little, you know, like, I don't know. And I really tried not to, but I was like, okay, so I got my manager. My manager resolved the issue. And I don't understand why something like that could upset you so much to the point where you felt like cursing at me was gonna solve your issue. You know, and I feel like just in general, this could be applied to anywhere in like a service industry. Cursing does not resolve a situation. By you cursing, it just shows how like small-minded you are, and the fact that you cannot verbalize your feelings and your want or need to try and resolve a problem other than speaking profanity and, you know, trying to come off as you're Mr. Big Buff, you know, Mr. Badass or whatnot, trying to, you know, seem like you're all cool, and because you're yelling and because you're using bad words that's gonna get your problem resolved faster. I think I've gone on long enough. I want to get that off my chest because that happened today, and I got really irritated by that. But let me know in the comments below if you guys had to deal with anything, and you know what? I won't judge. Okay, I promise I won't judge if you've been the person in the drive-thru who's been irritated by customer service, because I also understand that there is bad customer service out there. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, hit the like button for me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Join the family, join the community, because I always appreciate it. But until next video, I will tell you guys, peace. Boy. Alright, if you ever want to review the tutorial messages, then you can do so on my YouTube. Look at that. Okay, so that's exactly what to do. Now, congratulations! I'm telling you, just don't be an a-hole to me. I won't be an a-hole to you. Everybody's day will go on a lot smoother. Just be nice. That easy.